Don Mazzella here again for Small Business Digest. We have with us some someone that a lot of us need. How do you go about getting your goods through Amazon? When someone orders from you, um, do you use Amazon? Do you use your own services? Whatever. Well, Dawson Gant is here today. Is Gaunt. I'm pronouncing it right, Gant or
Gant.
Gaunt?
Gant.
I
Gant.
thought so. Yeah,
Yep.
my audience is used to me butchering names. But anyway, uh, Dawson's here. He's got an interesting company. We'll first ask him about his personal background, then we'll talk about his company, and finally a website. So Dawson, welcome to the program.
Thanks so much, Don. Thanks so much for having me.
So tell us a little bit about your personal background.
Yeah. So I started actually in real estate. Right when I was 18, I had my real estate license, sold a couple houses. That was when I got my first taste of entrepreneurship and in lack of better words, being a business owner. And from 18 to 20, I excelled in real estate. Had a real estate investment firm where we flipped houses for people, and built houses, things like that. And that's actually when I was introduced to Amazon. I was introduced to Amazon by seeing I could get some of my fixtures and things like that for the houses very, very quickly. And I was like, man, someone's got to be making some money here because they're more expensive on Amazon, but I can get them same day. And that was when the proverbial light bulb really went off in my head for what we have going on today. And I was like, I want to get involved in Amazon. It's how I met my co-founder, Dan Cohen, through some real estate connections and how Ecom Authority was started by the absolute need to get things to consumers as fast as possible and also leverage a huge marketplace. So we started learning about Amazon, started selling some of our own products, things like that. And then flash forward 5 years, we've been doing this for ourselves and clients and have, seen some success, and we're extremely grateful for that.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Dawson, what's your website?
Yeah, so our website is ecomauthority.co, and that's CO.
Hmm? Well, how'd you come up with that name?
Yeah, so there's a lot of people in this space that do something a little bit similar to us. And when me and Dan started this, we were helping out friends and family get selling on Amazon. And a lot of people started kind of referring us to the authority where people go to get the actual information about Amazon and how to be profitable on Amazon. So that's kind of how it happened. Ecom Authority. We thought it was catchy, and then people started really, really liking it, and it's grown to where it is today.
Okay. Well, let's back up a half a mile. I'm a
Sure,
small business. I've decided I'm going to sell widgets.
sure,
I don't want to, and I think I could sell 50,000 a year. My first year, I'll sell 5,000 through
sure.
Amazon. What do I do? Do I come to you? How does the
Yeah.
process work? What do I ask you, and what do you ask me?
Yeah, so for our clients, it's not necessarily someone that already has their widget. It's someone that wants to take advantage of, $1 trillion market, which is e-commerce. 60% of all sales are now going online, right? No one goes to their grocery store anymore. No one goes to the designer store, the department store. So it's a business owner that wants to, take advantage of that. And maybe they don't want to sell their own product. They want to sell the already high demand name brand products that people already love and use, right? So your Colgates of the world, your, Arm and Hammer, your Listerine mouthwash. And what we've done for our clients is sort of a partnership. So we share in some of the profit that they make, and they're able to fund their business and use our relationships, our operators, and leverage that to catapult their business into success. So we'll actually go and have these conversations with suppliers and say, hey, we've got 100,000 units of Colgate toothpaste. We have 25 clients that want to buy that. We're going to do all of that legwork, get it shipped to our warehouse that you can see behind me, and then actually get it picked, prepped, and shipped to Amazon so that the end consumer can buy from the Amazon marketplace. So we're, for lack of better terms, like a very good property manager. And instead of a real estate asset, it's an online e-commerce digital asset that, anyone little to no experience or all the experience in the world can leverage us as their operator to build that business and allow it to grow with very little time out of their own, monthly, expenditure of time.
Oh, wait, I don't understand. You mean when, what do you mean you assemble uh, toothpaste, etc.? What am I selling and who am I selling to?
Yeah, so we sell in the niche of consumables, right? Household high demand, but most importantly, name brand products. So our clients will be selling things like Colgate toothpaste or Procter and Gamble, Johnson and Johnson type products, and you're going to sell it to the consumers that already want those products. So big name brands like Colgate, for example, Don, which I use a lot in my examples, they're not interested in selling on Amazon because it's a lot of legwork. You have to understand the logistics, also talk to those consumers. So they'll wholesale it to a company like ours, and then we'll allow our clients to then sell it to the consumer for a profit. So we delve a lot in the brand name consumables, toiletries, cleaning agents, toothpaste, toothbrush, you name it, the stuff that people are going to buy regardless of economic market conditions. We're not selling like high end electronics or apparel that maybe somebody can't afford this month, but what they have to have is the ability to clean themselves, the ability to brush their teeth, and the ability to upkeep their house.
Okay, but I'm confused. But what kind of a merchant? Where do the merchant, get my customers from?
Mhm. So we leverage Amazon. And so Amazon is made up of about 4 million third party sellers like ourselves and like a potential client like yourself could be. So Amazon takes a small fee and does the fulfillment on your behalf. And in return, they bring the consumer to Amazon. So if you ever shop on Amazon, you go in, you type what you're looking for, you're going to get a few options and then you're going to pick what is likely the best price and the fastest shipping. And 9 times out of 10, that's not actually Amazon selling you the product. That is a third party seller who's selling that product using the platform of Amazon.
Agreed. But I want to buy toothpaste from
Sure.
through Amazon.
Sure.
How does it filter down to me, the small business, being in Wilmington, Delaware, or what
Yep.
is it that?
Yeah, so we leverage the fulfillment by Amazon network, meaning that they ship nationwide, and we start our clients a store on Amazon, right? A third party store, and then we stock it with products that we know are going to sell. We back that by a 90-day buyback, meaning if you stock products that don't sell, we'll purchase those back from you at your cost. And then you're going to have products that people are looking for, and in turn, they're going to sell because the consumer is on Amazon. So that's how it trickles down to you getting paid. You're going to have the products that people are looking for by working with a company like ours, and we're going to list those products for sale on your behalf on Amazon. So when that consumer is looking, they're have a high potential to pick your product, purchase it. Amazon then remits that product to the consumer via the fulfillment by Amazon network, and then they in return send you a wire for not only the cost of the product, but then any profit that would be had for that sale as well. Does that make sense?
It makes sense, but I'm still confused, and I apologize.
Sure. No.
But um, uh, again, I come back to Colgate. Um, so someone comes on to Amazon and wants to buy two tubes of Colgate and a mouthwash,
Sure.
and they put it in an order, and that order somehow comes to you, but I get credit for it. Why? Because I've fronted the money to you so that you could buy the product.
Correct. So we leverage our clients to scale their stores, not only allow us to have more working capital to get better deals on products. So it is your business and it is your store that we built on Amazon. But how you're making money is by leveraging your capital and pretty much being a high level CFO for that particular business and providing the capital in order to buy more inventory. So we'll have clients that spend anywhere from 20, 30, $40,000 a month on product, and they make a 10 to 15% return on that product, and then we obviously take like a profit split or a revenue share on that.
What's the minimum investment for someone to come on board?
Yep. So we have a few packages, but with your inventory and everything, it's around $50,000 to $75,000, and that we provide a few guarantees and buybacks on that. So the first one we're going to do is a 90-day buyback on all product, meaning we're the operator, we're picking this product for you. So if it doesn't sell for a profit, we'll buy it back. and then a 24-month guarantee, which basically says if you're not made whole on that upfront 50 to 75, we'll actually, purchase your store back and make you whole on your initial upfront cost. So, like any good business, it does take some upfront money to get things rolling. And after we get it rolling, how we make money with our clients, we don't mark up the product or anything like that. We charge a profit split on net profit. So if a client makes $5,000, we charge between 70-30 all the way up to 90-10, and that bigger number is always to the client. So that's how we're incentivized, and we make this a win-win for not only us, but our clients as well. We have a little over 400 clients right now.
Well, this is absolutely, when you say a store, is there a store on Amazon, or is there an actual store?
No, so you have an online storefront with Amazon. So your store may list 10 to 20 different items, and then when they're looking for that particular item, they'll be able to buy it from your store. So it's a digital storefront.
Wow. I've never heard of this, so it's very interesting. Before we go further, your website again for our audience?
Yeah, so that's going to be ecomauthority.co, and that's .co.
Okay. Where are you located physically with your?
Yep. We're in Medley, Florida, which is about 25 minutes west of Miami. So both Dan and I live in Miami, Florida. In our warehouse, we have a brand new facility, a little over 50,000 square foot, that's 20 minutes west in Medley, Florida.
Okay. So if let's say I invest $75,000 with you, okay. So you're saying at the end of 2 years, if I haven't made back that money, you'll make the person whole.
Correct.
Am I hearing that correctly?
Yep, that's correct. We want to put our money where our mouth is when it comes to being an operator. We've been doing this for, like I said, a little bit over 5 years. We've never had to do that, which we're very grateful. All of our clients have made their money back, but that is something we do as a pretty much an insurance policy to ensure that you're able to work with a quality operator like ourselves.
Okay. When you say quality operator, do I decide what items go in my store, or do you decide what items?
So you'll have a dedicated account rep who you're going to be able to have conversations with. The vast demographic of our clients, they're not experienced on Amazon, and they don't necessarily know what a good product looks like. Even though we run the store for you, we want you to be educated, and transparency is a very big thing for us. So you'll have a dedicated account rep. You'll have weekly or monthly calls with them, and you'll be able to kind of handpick what you want to sell based on your budget of inventory spend and what's selling. So they're going to pick those products, but you'll be able to review them with them, ask any questions, and then finally those will be shipped out to the consumers once you've okayed those inventory purchases.
And you concentrate on consumer goods, household items. Am I correct?
Yeah, those are exactly correct. So consumables, household items, things that are going to run out, people are going to reorder and buy again and again and again, and things that people need regardless of economic standing or what the markets are doing today.
Oh, I read a Wall Street Journal article a year and a half ago, if I recall correctly, saying that people were buying more and more consumables from Amazon. But when I have to buy toothpaste, I go to Dollar Tree. But is this a trend? And why would Amazon even get into the business?
Yeah, so that's a great question, Don. What we saw, especially after COVID, more and more people were transitioning from going to your local Dollar Tree, your Walmart, whatever big box supermarket you have, and for health concerns as well as just ease of life, they're ordering from places like Amazon in particular to get those household items. The easy thing is, you could say, darn it, I ran out of toothpaste this morning. You click a button and it's at your house before 7 p.m. that same day, right? You never had to go to the grocery store, put on a mask, and potentially, expose yourself to the latest sickness or whatever's going on, and you get your item delivered to your door. In most cases, it's going to be delivered for the same price, if not a better price. So we see, about 70% of transactions now online are on Amazon, and over 50% of like consumables, things like that, are being bought online as opposed to in the stores. That's why you see a lot of stores, getting smaller, or even, no longer having a storefront.
Well, what I've noticed over the last 6 months is that Amazon's promised the next day delivery or even day delivery, and they've been 2 or 3 days with several items. And
Yeah.
I understand from other reporters that that's the case.
Yeah,
Its system is breaking down.
yeah, we've seen that Amazon's gotten a little bit slower with their delivery times, especially going into the holidays. That's to be expected. We ensure that our clients' products are in the right fulfillment centers to where that at least their products get there on time. But as we go roll into quarter four, there is that potential that there's going to be some unexpected delays. And we believe that Amazon's a great operator in the fulfillment side of things, and we've seen them invest heavily into new trucks, new employees, and things like that. So that's why there are some other options you could sell online on maybe Walmart. We could do a similar model, but Amazon has been the tried and true model for the last 5 years. And like anyone, we have growing pains, and they've grown pretty fast, pretty rapidly.
Well, the other thing, let's stop a moment and talk about Amazon delivers a package to my front door and
Sure.
someone steals it.
Yep.
Who's responsible and who has to pay for the
Yep.
second?
So Amazon 9 times out of 10 will take responsibility for that and credit you a refund as the consumer. And then let's say you were a client and of ours, what happens to that product you just purchased to sell for a profit? Amazon will also pay you as the client the full sales price. So you're actually still making money. So we do see that happen. We tell our clients about 1% per month could potentially be stolen, damaged, or never even get to the door. And we've seen that month over month that Amazon actually does, recoup our clients as well as the consumer. So we get positive reviews, and it is just the cost of doing business in any fulfillment or logistics area. Things do happen, but we've seen Amazon, go to the bat for not only our clients but the consumers, time and time again.
Well, I'm going to give you a plug. Your website again?
It's ecomauthority.co.
Okay, it's fascinating, but having been a reporter as long as I have, you always say, uh, "What's the advantage to you of saying I'll buy it back in 2 years?" But it seems to me what the 75,000 is what you are using to finance your own operation. The 75,000 that I put up. Um, am I right? Well,
So yeah, yes and no. There's a cost associated with everybody doing this business, right? We have to pay employees to get your store started. There's the cost of the warehouse behind us that you use to store your product and things like that. So that $75,000 does go to operational cost, but at the end of the day, we're building you a business on the Amazon platform that you can then leverage and make, passive, semi-passive, right? You're still gonna have some involvement on the month to month, few hours every month, but you're going to be able to make cash flow or income from that. So yeah, that $75,000 does go to operational costs. It's not to float our operational costs. It's the cost of conceptualizing a brand new business on Amazon, using our employees and our infrastructure and things like that. So very similar to like a franchise, right? You could go do it on your own. You could start Don's Burgers. You'd have to get the consumers, things like that. Or you can go put a golden arch up on the corner, and that demographic of people that already love McDonald's are going to come to you, and you're going to be that much more successful in the business because you've leveraged the experience, the name, and the authority of an already vetted operator.
but if you have 25 plus stores, how does Amazon allocate? It gets an order for, again, toothpaste, to use your example. How does it say store number 21 gets it rather than store number 4?
Sure, that's a great question. So we have a little bit over 400 stores, and we sell less than 5% of the same products, right? So not everyone's selling Colgate toothpaste within our conglomerate of clients. Not everyone's selling shampoo, things like that. So that's the first thing we do to ensure there's no saturation or competition amongst our clients. But also we have a full-time product research team as well as pricing research team that ensures that you're going to be the best price and the fastest shipping so that you win the majority of the sales. The truth is, you're not going to win every consumer, right? Or you'd sell millions of toothpaste every single month or shampoo or whatever that is. but we put enough inventory in your store to sell every 30 to 45 days so that, you're buying more inventory and doing that cycle, and not sitting with, stagnant inventory. So we're going to do all those things on our end to ensure that. But the truth is, yeah, there's other people selling it. Just like if you have a couple gas stations on the same corner, there's people selling gas, but you're still going to win some of those consumers. And if you sell enough product and for you can still make money. We're not looking to be the biggest fish selling Colgate. We want to take a little bit of that market share, enough for our clients to make money.
Okay. I decide I pay you the 75,000. I decide I'm gonna do $25,000 a month in inventory.
Yep.
Let's use that. What will be the return on 25?
Yeah. So out of that 75,000, 25 of that's going to immediately go to inventory. And we see conservatively about a 10 to 15% return net to our client every single time they turn inventory. So it's not necessarily every single month. We're looking at about a 30 to 45 day turn time. So that's about 8 to 12 times a year. They can see that same 10 to 15%. Now the holidays could be a little bit more, January be a little bit lower. That's why we have that, that range of 10 to 15%. But that's what our clients expect to see after paying us our profit split, paying any associated fees like shipping, handling, Amazon's fees, things like that.
So let's say 5 to 10% of 25,000, or 50,000 or whatever.
Sure.
What's your minimum inventory level?
Yeah, we recommend at least 20,000. So that 10% will be about 2 to the 15%, $3,000. We have clients that spend as much as $200,000 on inventory turn, but we do recommend at least 20,000, just so that this is a win-win for not only our clients, but for us as well. It would be kind of silly to spend $100 on inventory every month. It'd be very tough to build a legitimate business off of that.
No, but for instance, if it's 10%, I could say reinvest the 2,000.
Yeah.
And so the next month it's 27,000, and the next month it's 29. I mean,
correct.
29.
Yep. And that's our best practice. So we tell a lot of our clients for the first fiscal year, do that, right? So then at the end of the year, you have a lot more in inventory, which results in your monthly or inventory turn profit to be much, much higher. So, just like any business, it takes time to really, have a foundation. So we recommend for the first year to kind of roll that in or compound that profit to spend more on inventory.
Okay. Well, your website again?
It's ecomauthority.co.
Okay. How do you decide? I come to you and I want to do this. You don't take everybody. What do you look for in an app? Someone as a partner?
Sure. Yeah. So the first few things is you're going to go through a questionnaire that sees if you even qualify to talk to one of our enrollment specialists. The first big thing, the obvious thing, is the money, right? If you don't have that $50,000 to $75,000 to get started, we're probably not a great fit for you. But the other things is we're looking to scale long term with potential clients, right? We don't want someone that's going to stay at $20,000 per month. We want someone that's going to see that this works and that they're reaping the benefits, and is going to scale larger to maybe 40,000 and then 80,000, then 100,000, right? Our goal is to have all of our clients over $50,000 in inventory spend by the first year. So that's really what we're looking for. We're also looking for someone that wants to be less involved and allow us to be the operator. If they're looking to run their Amazon store on their own, we might not be a good fit as well, but ultimately just someone that we can have a long-term relationship with and a business partnership, and both reap the benefits of that, for the next 10, 20, 30 years.
Yeah. Well, we just have a couple of minutes left. Your website again, and what would you like to leave our audience with?
Yeah. So the last few things I'll say again, our website is ecomauthority.co. And for anyone that may be teetering on this, I would definitely recommend having a conversation with one of our enrollment specialists, because this is, a huge market. Everyone's transitioning to doing things online. Unfortunately, the life is changing, the world's changing around us, and you'd hate to look back in 20 years and miss out on a potential opportunity. But, see if we're a good fit. We're in no means taking on everybody. We want to make sure that it's a good fit for both of us.
On that note, Dawson, Gant, we say thank you for a very eye-opening half hour. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Don, for having us on.